Good morning, I am Kiran Raj. Welcome to the online classes on LAMP technology. In the previous class, we discussed about MySQL and the RPMs, from where it can be downloaded, and if it is already present in your system, then how to reinstall. That means how to remove it and installing it again with the new features. As in the previous class, we have discussed about how to remove that. Today we will discuss about how to install it. Installing the MySQL RPMs. First you have to log in as a root. Alternatively, log in as any Linux user and SU to the root. So how to go to the root or how to give the control to the root? You can use the cd command, cd/. In the root, we have to create the directory so that RPMs can be stored there. So let me create the directory called as MySQL RPMs. So I am going to create the directory using the make dir. So system prompt make dir MySQL RPMs. When I run make dir MySQL RMPS in the system prompt, the directory will be created. Afterwards, I will change the control from root to subdirectory, that is MySQL RMPS. You can use the cd command again, cd MySQL RMPS, MySQL RPMs. And in the MySQL RPMs, you are going to store or you are going to copy all the downloaded RPMs. So these are the different RPMs files that we have downloaded. There are two approaches to install the RPMs. In the first approach, where you can install all the RPMs at a time, you can install all the RPMs at once, or you can install the individual RPMs at a time. If you are going to install all the RPMs at once or at one time, then you have to issue the RPM -ivh *.rpm command to the system prompt. When you run this command, it is going to identify all the files with the RPM extension and it is going to be installed. When you want to install it individually, that is 1 RPM at a time, then you can go to the system prompt, then you can run the command RPM -ivh, then you can use the name of the RPM. Here the drawback is only one RPM will get installed at a time. If you want to install around 10 RPMs, then you have to issue the commands 10 times. Now if you are going to install the RPMs individually, then you have to follow the hierarchy structure and you have to install the RPMs in the same manner. First, you are going to have the server related RPMs, then the client related, then the shared compact, then the bench, then D level, embedded, and the max will be installed. Now let us say that any error has taken place during the installation of the RPMs, and it is not, your RPMs are not working properly. Then what you have to do? Then you can log into any MySQL website and you can refer to their MySQL documentation, FAQs. So most of the time the answers are available there, or the solutions are available. But let us say that you are not able to get the solution, then you can go to the MySQL forums on the internet and post the details about the error, and you can request for the solution. The details that need to be provided will be operating system and its version, the full name of the MySQL RPM that is causing error, and details of the error message that is displayed. So this will be very helpful in understanding what the error is. Directory tree created during the installation. Installation created from the RPMs distribution generally results in the MySQL files being placed under the following system directories during the installation process. So you will create, or system will only create the different files where the MySQL files are going to be kept. The first one is user bin, where you are going to have all the clients program. User sbin, where you are going to have the MySQLD server daemon. Varlib MySQL, where you are going to have the log files and the databases. Share doc packages, where you are going to have the documentation. Include, which includes the header files. Lib, that is libraries. Scripts, that is MySQL install, DB. Share MySQL, that is error message and the character set files. SQL bench, that is benchmarks. Thank you.